All right. You might be able to see behind me. So, this is my latest creation. And today's subject is how did I get there? What is the thought process behind it? My objective is not to sell any course. Okay. I'm not here to sell any course. Maybe up to some point I will do consulting, but most of it I want to share with you knowledge. This is the most important part for me. So, how did I start my journey? Now, at the moment, I'm 24 years old. In my head, I'm 25. My brother told me, Ryan, when you're in the middle age, you're gonna be like 25 for like 2 years, 3 years, because it's an age that feels like you're at a quarter of a century and you feel like you're becoming a man. If you're looking for a partner or something, they're not gonna care that much if you look good or something. They want to know what you accomplished in life. So in my head, now I said, okay, I don't like to be on social medias or anything, but I'm down to share knowledge, experiences with you guys, with anyone. And it's going to be very interesting to grow out of this. So, how crazy do you have to be to create some crazy designs? How crazy do you have to be to get started? I think you have to be even crazier. What motivated me? How did I start? Good story. Good question. The real question is not even how did I start, but how did I understand how to make adjustment between things? How do you understand like what goes with what without any background knowledge? I studied in aerospace, okay, and aerospace has nothing to do with design. It has maybe you understand the materials and you get like the mechanical thinking, yeah, mindset, which is very important, and I'm grateful for that. You have some discipline. You need to fill up some papers and regularly. So it helped me to be more structured in any phase of my work. Do I still have to be more structured? Yes, as an entrepreneur, you never miss structure. It's very important. So, how did I adjust? How did I understand how to make things go? And how did I understand how to make colors go with what color? How to create a vibe out of an image I had in my head? And how did I come with that in mind? Was in 2017 something. I just graduated from high school and I was a bit lost, but not lost in the way where I didn't know what to do with my life, but I wanted to learn more skills. You know, you're in the house, you have what your dad teaches you, and I used to do a lot of judo. It's a combat sport, and I wanted to expand more my intellectual knowledge. And I said, why not learning piano? I was pretty good at chess. I used to play chess. I started learning. I went on Google actually, and the generation I grew up in was a lot was fascinated by like rap. We had like the big people, you know. We had the ex Drake, The Weeknd, where they just like made it and they became like big artists. And my generation, everyone wanted to become a rapper at 17 years old. And it's not like today they all want to become entrepreneur or like good people with good values on social medias. Anyways, so it was a bit weird, but I got in the music, but I didn't want to rap. So I said, okay, fine. But I still want to learn like to make music because like I feel like I can express myself. And this is the thing. I wanted to express myself. It was the major thing. When I was 5, 6, no, 10 years old, I wanted to start building things. And it was a way to express myself. So it's an interior need. You need to express yourself. There's some people that debate to express themselves. Me, for myself, I build to express my emotions. So I said, or my thoughts. And I said, let's build some music, some instrumentals, some beats. I don't know how you call it, but yeah, some beats. Let's say some instrumentals, and try to give it a vision from A to Z. So I loved the creating process. I called someone named Michael, KDS Studio, shout out. He's my mentor. And I went to his first, to his studio for the first time. And he showed me how it works, the instrument. And we started little by little creating music. And I understood from A to Z how to come with an idea, how to visualize it, how to start composing and trying and testing without failing too much because it's expensive, the studio, like let's not forget. And make sure that from what you have in your head, bring it to life in the most accurate way and even better. I can show you the drawing that I did for this project behind me, and you might be shocked. I actually have it on me. Oh my god, it was messy. But anyways, when it loads, I'm gonna show it to you. So I started by making music. This is the first way how to understand how to take something from A to from A to Z. And I got better by each instrumental I used to make. Every time I used to make a music, the next one will be automatically better, which makes sense. But this is my first step. I was 17, then 18, 19, I go to study. Then at 19, 20, COVID hits. And I was in aerospace school, and like there was a lockdown for like 3 months, and you couldn't go out. And we just moved out in a bigger house, and like when you move in a new house, there's so many things to do, so many, so many. So I said, hmm, and there's so many things to do, so much more space, so much more creativity. I was fuming with ideas, and I had so much time, so much, like I had to kill time, okay? And what I did, I bought a car, and I said it's gonna be my project car. It was a Ford 4Runner. I said, okay, I want to like understand how to do problem solving, because fixing cars is genuinely like you have a problem with your car, you fix it and you make it better. Okay, it was exactly this for me. So on my end, I said, okay, fine, let's buy a project car and like develop this skill of like problem solving. I bought it and I started working on it little by little. And at the same time, I started looking at the house and I was like, let's start like doing some stuff, designing some stuff. I built like, I never touched concrete in my life, and I still like bought concrete, and I was doing aerospace at the same time. So I started to understand the mechanical process of anything, of or most of things. And I bought concrete bags, and I started like building dumbbells because all gyms were closed, and even me, I wanted to go to the gym. I was skinny, but I just wanted like to have a small pump. So I said, why not? I built the first prototypes for myself. Then I started selling them for people. And it was one of my first like transactions towards people. Like I build the product, then I send it. It's not the same thing as um, you hire me to like clean your windows, or you hire me to like fix your phone. Or like I buy this phone, I buy it like for 100, I sell it for 150. No, this time I was building a product from A to Z, and it was out of my own imagination. And I managed to sell like two sets of dumbbells. I was pretty proud. One thing that was very interesting, look, I have the project now. It did load up. Oh, I'm excited. Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay, no, forget it. It's not there. Oh my god. Mm, no, 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 no. It's not there. Anyways. So I'll put it in the editing, how it looked like before. I built my first product and I sold it, and I was very happy. And from there, I said, okay, let's take it a step. Let's take it a step further. I designed the backyard of my house. I said, okay, let's put the pool this way, put the concrete like this, and add the fire pit here. Then I said, fire pit, fire pit. Oh, it's interesting. I started like going. COVID just started like having less restriction, and people had money to spend, and they were spending on every on their house. Everyone was spending on his house. There's like not a single soul would spend like on something else. Everyone was spending on the house. The wood, the price of the wood, I remember, tripled in the same like 3 months. So I went to a spot where they sell like they sell, what's the name, stones, let's say, concrete stones, anyways. And I started like going see around the materials, the difference, and out of like all the store, I like display the stones they put at like your disposal to like see how it looks like. I took like some of them and I built some sort of like fire pit. Then I sold, like I spent, let's say, I went to see my parents. I said, guys, okay, don't forget I'm still young. And I went to see my parents. I said, I need like some money to buy a new car because my project car was not working well. I had to sell it actually, but we're gonna get to it later. I had I bought a car, then I went to pick up the first like prototype. I put it in the house. I take the pictures, and I made no sale. Maybe in the summer I sold like two of them. It was like 1,500 each. I kept one for me, so it was a flop. But I was proud. I still have it in my backyard and it's still banging, still banging till this day. It's been like 5 years. So now this is the second product I sold that I created myself. And each one of them was a banger, I can tell you that. And thank you, Michael. Thank you to the music. This is what helped me like understand what goes with what and how to adjust things. Now for the problem solving part. The issue I had was the car that I bought. I understood it was too messed up. Like I bought it from a redneck, and this guy, the day where I wanted to buy the car, he went to pick up his friend who was in the mud, and he came with like, oh, the underneath was completely like hidden with dirt, and I was young, I was stupid, and I said, you know what? It's a good price, $1,000 for a Forerunner. Why not? I bought it. I shouldn't, because now I don't have it anymore. Because like the project failed. It was like it was impossible to save it. Impossible. There was nothing you can do. Nothing. Like the frame was rusted, but so much. There was like the botagon, the thing that you open like to put your papers, the drawer, the passenger seat drawer. I opened it. It was full of cigarettes. It was stinky. It was a redneck from Valleyfield, and anyways, no hate on Valleyfield. Shout out. My first job was there. Of one other thing, I'll get there. And when I came to like fix it, I fix a problem. There's another one that comes, and it never get get fixed. And like understood what was the issue, but it just didn't want to get fixed. Like I fix it, I go buy a new pump for like the steering wheel, and there is issue with the crank, like the thing that you use to turn the two wheels. It's like a mechanism. Like when you turn your wheel, like there's a down mechanism and like related to the two wheels, and like it turns like this, like this. The crankshaft, maybe no, not the crank. Anyways, I'll just put the name or something. Maybe we'll see. Maybe you guys are gonna figure out. But it was not working. Okay, then one day the final straw was I opened the engine to change the gaskets because it was leaking oil. Then I inversed, like, I finished, it was working pretty well. Then when I came to close everything, I put everything back to place. I start the car and the transmission explodes, and like there's all the oil of the transmission that like gets on the ground and it's leaking like it was like a rain. It was bad. And don't forget, I said we just moved in the new house, and it was a pavilion. It's like it's not concrete, but it's like with stones. I don't know the name, but yeah, my mom saw it. She opened her eyes like this. She was like, "What did you do?" She said, "This shit box is not staying in this driveway." I said, "Oh, fuck." You know, I already spent like five, six, $700 on the the fucking shit car. Anyways, I said, okay, fine, I'll sell it. I put it on marketplace. 24 hours gets sold, and the guy who bought it was the owner of the barber shop I used to go and cut my hair at. It's funny enough, but he bought it. He had the second one. He just took like some parts from the second one and like he made the transformers out of it, and he sold the like the frame for like $700. He made back his money. Anyways, smart guy. Back to the fire pits. In the meanwhile, I had much free time. Like this, I'm saying like I did this, I did that, but I still had like another 7, 8 hours during my day. And what I used to do was helping my brother. He opened a service business like for the houses. So we used to clean gutters, we used to clean um, windows for the houses. So this was the main part of the business, the service. And we started like doing door to door sales. So this is another part, because when you want to sell designs like this, you have to understand how to sell yourself. And there's nothing more brutal than door to door sales. But again, it was easy to go say to someone, "Hey, I'm young, and I hope you're doing well. I'm the neighbor in front of you, but in reality, like you're 10 streets away, but still neighbor, you know. And I want to bring good to this neighborhood, and I want to clean your windows. I want to clean your gutters. You're gonna be thankful because you're gonna save money out. Like let's say your gutter are like stuck with so many leaves. It's gonna go inside your house, and you're gonna have to pay like $60,000. I didn't understand what I was saying, but it was convincing. We booked almost all summer. We convinced all the neighborhood that we're the best guys. You need to hire us. And yeah, so most of the time that's what I was doing with my brother. And there was one thing, my first building contract. So I built for someone. It's not like I build the product and I sell it. It's not I maintain a product, or like something like cleaning. Cleaning is mostly maintenance. For me, cleaning is almost same thing as like fixing a car. For me, it's maintenance. Proof is that, like, let's say you have a car and you need to fix it. Sometimes you're gonna have to clean it to understand like what's the damage that you have to do. Not all the time, but anyways, side note. Here comes my first building for someone contract. So we had a client in Valleyfield. Shout out to Valleyfield. You have the best and worst people. Uh, Actually, best and worst stories. Actually, yeah, that's what I have to say. Nothing about the people. You guys are amazing. Um, the lady comes and says, Ryan, I have an issue. I just bought this shed. The shed. She bought a shed, and she said like I tried to install it and I was not like I'm not able to do it, and it's a bit hard for me like to do it. I don't know what to do. I said, you know what? That's a challenge for like someone who studies in aerospace. Why not? And I felt like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Let's do it. It took me like 4 days to do it. 4 days. And I did some, yeah, 4 days, something like that. Um, it was like the sheds that you buy. It's in aluminum. It's like it's so rough the edges. If like you put your hand and you slide it, it's gonna like cut your hand. It was messy, and there was like 200, 300 screws. Why I say that is because I didn't have a screwdriver. I took like a manual one, like the stick, the screwdriver. I didn't have like a Milwaukee like today. So it was pretty weird. Like I did it by hand. And like at the end of the contract, the guy was like, "Are you serious? Like, are you really doing it by hand?" And I was like, "Yeah." And at the same time, like the third day, no, actually, this is the second day. First day I did it by hand. My wrist was fine, but I was like, okay, fine. Let's like go grab some tools. I went to see my cousin. He was moving his business. He's a butcher. He has a butcher business. He sells um, meat, good meat actually, the best meat in the island, I would say. I went to see him because I was helping him during the night or like during the day, since on my free time too. I was helping him move out from like one location to the other, and like you have to assemble and disassemble some of the stuff. And he had a impact screwdriver, and I borrowed it. I bring it to the next morning. I started working with it. It was going so well, so fast. And like at like 2 p.m., it stopped working. No more battery. So with the hand. And you have like the mosquitoes. You're like then you hear anyways. Funny story. Then I kidnapped my little brother and I said, "You're gonna come and help me. You're gonna be my wingman today. You're gonna come and help me. We're gonna do it together. I'm gonna buy you some food." I was like, ah. Then he comes. We finish the contract. I get paid like $280 for 4 days. It's like $9 an hour. I was like there for like 12 hours. And they were very nice. They were giving me water. They were like very nice people. Thank you again if ever you see this video. But then who calls me to do the same thing like less than 2 weeks after? Michael, my music mentor. He says, "Ryan, I bought a shed and I'm looking for someone to install it. Do you know someone?" And I said, "What if I install it for you and you give me studio hours?" He said, "Deal." I thought I was smart. And he was just being kind with me, I think. So I start his shed. It took me 3 days. And I did it with my older brothers. I have two brothers. So it took us 3 days. I did it with this younger brother too. And like I lost some screws. I had to go buy some, and it was a mess, but I still finished it. And this one I did it with like a screwdriver and like the impact gun, at least. So this was my second contract where I built something for someone, and both clients were happy. And the um, he bought the fire pit that I built. I told you during that summer, everyone wanted to build, like to invest in their backyard. But even us, we were doing like work on our backyard too. Like I prepared so many. It's not me. The subject is not me. Even if I'm talking about me, it's not me. Okay, it's not my house. The subject. So now I said, the end of the summer comes, and like I start back to school, and I was like, it was pretty interesting. So, and I had to move out, like go in a dorm because I needed like to be with closer to the school because I was sleeping on the road. It was like when you're a student, you work, you study, try to go gym, try to have like some sort of a social life. I had to cut with sleep, so I was sleeping like around like 3 4 hours a day. Back in the days, it was a flex, but sleep is important. It's very important. So, like I used to, and one day I almost hit someone. I was like, okay, I don't want to die. I don't want to kill someone. I don't want to cause any problems. Let's like get something close to the school and try to survive at least. So I move out. I continue school, and second wave of COVID hits, and again there's nothing to do. And I was thinking, I was like, maybe there's gonna be another vague of people like who's gonna start like investing in their backyard. Let's put some ads on Facebook. And I was like, oh, market yourself, create some stuff for people, have products. I put the sheds. I took pictures of the sheds I built. I put them. That season, I did so many sheds, like 100 sheds, and I was like, what else did I learn that I can like make money off? Mm, I think I was said, oh, there's houses, and what houses includes? It includes windows and gutters, and I started like making like $1,000 per day. This was insane, insane summer, and the sheds that I had to build, like you remember, the first one took 4 days. At the end of the summer, it used to take me 4 hours with two people. At the moment, like I wanted to make like 3 sheds per day, so I hired like 2 guys, you know. But I said, let's like be smarter, find ways to build them faster, and like we found a way that to build them faster without following the step book. Oh my god! Sometimes we had to finish like dark at night because sometimes like there's like the book and like you find that you did it like wrong way and people hated to do them, so they just call me and they're like, fuck it, I'm done with it, come and do it for me, I will pay. And they used to charge $360, so it's like you pay your guy like $100 per shed, you keep like 260 and 20 for gas. I used to pay him lunch, during the day. I've always been nice with my people, and now I just thought of it. I had my first employees during that summer, and it's very important because first, well, my brother is not considered employee; it's like part of me, so it doesn't count. But yeah, I had my first like employees, and you learn how to treat your staff. And I understood at the end of that summer that you cannot mix friendship and business. Okay, so everything has to be like on its like side. When we're working, and let's say we're friends. And the moments where you can mix it is like when you drive from one location to the other, but like let's not try to be too much like chummy friendly during the work, because you're gonna like let yourself loose. And I understood that the client used to watch because I was young, and the client is gonna watch and is gonna he's joking with his friends, and I don't know if I should trust him, or like pay him fully. Fun fact, all my clients, none of them has ever like said your job is not well done. None of them said I'm not gonna pay you. All of them paid me. All of them. And I had no one ever tried like to contest even. We had tips. So I understood another thing, client satisfaction. So because I was nice with my guys, they used like to actually give themselves during work. And sometimes I was friendly with them because don't forget I was young, and I understood that I had to be less um, friends with them to look more professional. Well, on site mostly. And from there, I understood how to deliver a product that you built for someone with like success rate 100%. And I had my first ads, I post on Facebook and people used to reach out to me, na 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 na, how much time for you to do it? And I ran my first ads. It was booming, my stuff. It was booming. And yeah, I had some stuff issues, of course. Like you have to figure out a pay where like you make money and you don't lose money. And I was with some greedy people. They were like my age and they didn't like the fact that they used to work for me. Like sometimes it happens. Most of the dudes, they have too much ego to grow. And yeah, it wasn't like that, because in my head I thought that everyone will treat me the way I treat them. So if I treat them well, they're gonna treat me well. Well, sometimes it works for the clients mostly, but your staff, you treat them well without like, and you're strict. Let's say if like they're in bad mood, you say you change your mood. But you treat them always in a respectful way, the way that you would like to be treated. Okay. And if they go left and right, you stay straight and you say, come back to the right path. Otherwise, door. And yeah, the employees need to understand that, like, if they're not following the values that you're, because when people work for you, they're under your shade, and your shade is like your values, your company moral, and it's like a family. And if they're not like looking to be like to conform to the values that you sell to your clients, well, they're gonna mess you up. They're gonna mess up the business. They're gonna mess up so many things. So you make sure to not leave, let's say, the bad seed in the basket, because they're gonna mess up with everyone. Then you're gonna have to change the whole stuff. Literally, the whole stuff. You're gonna have to change it. I had to do it 3 times. 3 times. So this is the lessons I learned during the first part. Now I made some money with the sheds. I did like the service. We used to do one shed, 2, 3 house per day. Sometimes I used to do like 6 houses, no, 5 houses per day. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. I knew how to deal with pressure out of nowhere. So now, what did where did I grow from there? Okay, so let's put a small like, okay, this is where we stop with like the shed story. There's so many things I can say, but for now, let's keep it at that. The summer ends, then school starts again, and first time in my life, I understood what's jealousy, because like people in school like knew like I was banging during the summer. I was living, and I felt a different like kind of eyes towards me, and the eyes that I felt towards me was like, I want you to do good, but not better than me. And I was really hurt in the beginning. I stopped like being social, and like nobody wanted to be even like with me, because up to some point I was still very friendly with my people, but I didn't understand in my head that like there is this guy, he's banging right now. He understands business, like he's a businessman. He has like a good car, like he has many cars, and he's hustling, and that I don't like that. Da, da, da. And I was like still the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And I said, okay, I need maybe to adjust. It was like a really tough semester for me, because everyone was a bit cold with me. I got like a new car at the same time. So I changed almost all my friends in school. Not change it, but I would say I stopped hanging out with them. I had the real ones. I kept them, and still to this day I'm still talking with them. But I understood that it's not everyone who wants to do who wants you to do well, like better than them. And the semester goes by, then now it's winter vacation, and I said, I need some like maybe project or something, because I did all of my like creations were related to the exterior. And I said, what if I do something on the interior? And out of nowhere, one of the guys who used to work in the team referred me to a friend of his, and we started our first construction renovation contract. I did a restaurant, and Man, this this one is a heavy story. Heavy story. Really heavy one. Because it's different building a small shed, delivering it in the same day, than having like a project that takes like 1 month, 2 months, and having expectation. And the type of expectation that would be is are different, because the guy is like has been putting money aside to invest, and you're the one who takes that money, and you're like, you take it and you're like, don't worry, I got it. And if you mess up your job, you can mess up the whole business. Genuinely, you can mess it up. So it's like a big responsibility, a real one. And I was like, okay, fine, let's start it. And this, I had a friend who helped me to finish like during the contract, and out of it he got like engaged, like not engaged, but he ended up like with a girl, and now they live together, and it's been like few years, you know. And I almost failed my semester. I almost like got kicked out of school because of that contract. Um, my friend, like let's say, got engaged from it. My friend got engaged out of that contract, and man, I got caught for like cheating in one of my exams. I lost some friend. Like he ratted me out. He's the one who snitched, and fuck him till today. Man, and I had like my first experience with, because there were two partners. One of them is a rat. He was a rat. Like when you think of a rat, I think of him, you know. And I was like, damn, you're lucky I can beat you up. Like I knew, like, you know, I did judo when I used to fight, like in high school. People, they used to throw. I used to throw them, like you see them on their feet like this. Like you're supposed to be like this. With me, they were like this. You throw them. People thought it was like spectacular when I fought, and like the other dudes were like, "Oh, let me try you out now," like because I want to see that, show the girls that I'm tough. You know, I will try, like I will test you. I will fight you. I will stand against you. I mean, it worked for them because uh, uh, some of them used to get like really messed up. Okay, but it would show to the girls, I'm able to stand on my feet. Anyways, it's like very young, like 12 years old. Stupid stories. From where do we start? I go, and I received a phone call. Salut, ça va? I'm in this main street, and it was my first project in actually downtown, almost, but like in Montreal, downtown, like Rue Saint Denis. It's very vibrant street, especially today. And the guy calls me, is like, okay, I need you to build me this. I have some like guys, but I don't know if I can trust them. There's this guy, I trust him. He gave me your phone number, and I would like to work with you. I said, okay, fine. You know what? I was looking for like something new to start, so let's try it. And I enter inside. It was like old, like Basha. It's like Lebanese type of fast food restaurant. It was an Amir or something. It was not working anymore for them. And man, I said, you know what? Fine. I charged him like $8,000 to do it. I lost like 5,000 out of that contract. Oh my god, it was so messy. Like budget planning is different, because this time I had to buy the all the like the materials. The other projects I never use like to buy the materials. Like yes, I build and sell the product, but it's not like you have a project, you have this budget you have to respect, and don't mess up, otherwise it's like gonna eat your profit. And I was like, okay, interesting project, let's start. First week, I do the demolition. We throw away all the garbage, and I start looking like at the other guy. Let's call him the rat, because he's a fucking rat. He's a rat, big time. Fuck you. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Anyways, the rat comes, and he's like, make this wall like this, more like because we had to plan in the demolition. I told him, okay, I want you guys to understand, the kitchen is gonna be this size. We're gonna have to put all the a small corridor where people can walk and access to the bathroom. And this is simple. And we're gonna put ceramic tiles, and that's it. Then we start demolition in the weekend. Then I said, okay, guys, I will mostly work on the weekends for your project. I know, like, I have 2 months, but I know we're gonna be fine, because I knew I had like 1 week during like March where like it's off, and I was still in my semester. Don't forget. So I start the contract demolition. Then I start like doing the cutting the wood to put the walls. So I was framing fake walls, and the rat comes and he's like, make this wall bigger, like advance it more. I was like, you're gonna have one row, you're gonna lose one row of table if you put it more up front. Are you sure you want to do it? I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Then his partner comes in, he's like, you know what, you can like make it a bit bigger or smaller, who cares? And I was like, dude, like we agreed on that, but fine, like let me do it, let's forget about it, let's do it. We do it. Next week, I put like all the like exactly like we said, and I did the drawings. I told them how we're gonna do it. I put all the walls, the gyprock. Then the guy says, open the walls again. Like, no, open up the walls. I know you just put them, but I have the electrician who's gonna come, and like he needs the walls to be open. I was like, dude, are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me? Like, I just spent the day on it. And it's like, fine, you know what? Let's do it. I open up again. The guy comes, he does his electrical stuff. Then I close back the wall. It's a decorative wall. And I start putting the ceramic. And the ceramic was like the hectic part, because like there was like, it was falling down in a way where you had to put a curve. And I never did that many ceramic before. I did it once, and it was for my room. And that's actually how I closed the contract. So I will get to my room soon, 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 soon. Give me, I finished this one. We need to understand why my friend got engaged. Okay. So I start doing the ceramic, posing the tiles, and I had an issue. I was just me and my little brother, and we were missing time. And it was like 1,000 square foot. And when it's 1,000, it's fine. You can manage it. But we had to do the walls also, because I said, guys, let's do the walls. It's going to be nice. No, 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 no. I was like, okay, fine. With I call my friend, because I was like, I need someone like a friend of mine. We need to have some fun. So it's me, my brother, and my friend. And I hired another guy. And my friend comes, and it was during our lecture week. That's why he was able to come. And me at the end of the lecture week, I had to send a project to a teacher that we had, and I copied someone, okay, and yes, I was missing time. I was like panicking. I was like, I'm gonna fail my semester. I need like a cheap way out, and like I copied someone. I sent it to the teacher, and I was like, it said even the name of the guy. Like it was not even the same teacher. Like I didn't even change the names on the copy. I really messed up, and one of the reasons is because like I had so much tension with the project, and the rat was like so annoying, because one of the day we install all the we installed all the ceramic of the wall, and he said, oh, I don't like it this way. I don't like the fact that the lines are at the level of the eye. I want you to change the lines. It's like, dude, are you serious? And we had to redo it. So I had to break the wall, like not just like remove it, break it, because it was with tiles, and once like it's mixed with like concrete tiles and it's wood. It was a mess, and I was like uh, this close to. Anyways, let's not talk about it. He's a rat. I will not forget about him, but he teached me one good lesson. Okay, so I got caught cheating by the teacher, and the teacher sent me a notification. He said, "You're gonna have zero for this project, and I'm gonna report you to the school." And once you're reported in that type of school, like in my head, it was over. Like everything was burning in my head. I was like, gonna get kicked out of the house. I will be kicked out of the program, or never be able to go. Let's say like get a PhD or anything. And my friend said like, how did you fuck up? How did you fucking mess up? What's wrong with you? You didn't even change the names. I took a tile, I broke it on the ground. I was like, fuck this guy, because it was a project group, and my part, yes, I copied, but the guy snitched on me, who was with me, and this guy like came to my house and everything, okay, and he ratted me out. And this is jealousy, the jealousy part I used to talk about just a bit earlier. And this guy, my friend, he's like, you know what, fine, what's done is done. Try to convince the teacher that you didn't cheat and you sent the wrong version, and you tried like to like you try to get inspired of it, try to get inspired by it or something. I said, okay, fine, let's try to bullshit my way out. And he said, I will go write another copy for you during the night. And we had one friend, it's a she, that we knew. She came to see the projects that we were building, okay, because we used to go out with them. And this girl comes, and she comes with her friend, and there's like a small connection between my friend and her. And she's like, I will help you write the essay down. And my friend is like, why not? I have my friend and I get to like socialize with you. Why not? At the night, we go in a shisha, they get comfortable together. We all get, we're friendly and everything. The next morning, surprisingly, he sends me the copy. Then I forward it to the teacher. And he tells me, dude, t'es un bon Jack, big. You're a good Jackman. You know, like a good wingman. Why? He told me he got down to business with the girl, and now they're like together. Like it's official. And I was like, dude, are you serious? He was like, yeah. I was like, it's all because of you, because she was like, you're a good friend, you're helping your friend, plus you guys are building this. And I was like, damn. Okay, nice. But maybe it's just out of stress, but damn, my life is a fucking movie, dude. I was like, okay, fine. Let's finish the contract. I sent to the teacher during the day. Okay, we say, okay, let's try to save the situation. We tried to finish the contract during the week because it was our last week. Okay, I said the lecture week is gonna be the week where I give back the keys, and they opened their shop. I was not able to finish it because the rat was always coming back and saying like, you have to change this, you have to change that. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna change the form of your face, dude. Like, I'm gonna change the structure. Either we keep to what we agreed, or you give me back. I'm already losing, man, because I have to change the materials. I have to pay more my guys, you know? And this is not okay. We cannot keep it this way. Then there was some rectification. I had to build like some doors that open like the cowboy doors, and I finished everything like 2 weeks after the lecture. But let's come back to the week of the lecture. The teacher comes back to me like during the day, and he's like, does this name give you an idea? I was like, he's my friend. Why are you asking me? He said, I went in the file creation and I saw that it was created on his laptop. And I was like, damn, he's sharp. He's really sharp. And I was like, Like for the sake of the game, I will never say I cheated. But you know that I cheated. Know I cheated, but I will say, you know what? No, it's because I lost his trust because he didn't know. I sent him this version, okay, just for him like to confirm that it's a good version and that there's no mistake in French. I give it back to you, and he sent it. And since me, I have Apple, and him, he has Windows. I'm giving it. I sent directly the Windows file, so it's like easier for you to open. And the guy is smart. He's sharp. He knows I'm cheating, and he was like, you know what? I'll not kick you out of the course, but try to get good grades. You get a 0 for that. Okay, nice try, but try to succeed. I was like, damn, dude, I'm fucked. How am I gonna like? How am I didn't finish the contract. Okay, well, good for my friend. Okay, he got like a girlfriend now. Props to him. My little brother, I couldn't pay him yet because I tried to pay him. I'm losing money. I didn't make money. I'm losing money, and I'm about to fail my semester. What is this? It was a complete mess, but 2 weeks later, I give back the keys after full pressure and almost like that's rat, man. The other guy is my friend until today and the close friend. The other partner, he was really nice and everything. So I give back the keys. They opened the restaurant 3 months later. And there was like, I succeeded in my semester. Actually, I got the good grades and I was able to succeed during the class. But I almost got kicked out of the class because I missed so many classes because I was sleeping so much because I used to go work, no, to school from, I wake up at around 6 a.m. I go to school at 8 a.m. I finish at 6 p.m. Then from 6 p.m. I go do my estimates or like finish some contracts, like some small jobs. Then I sleep like I go study or gym. Then I go sleep at like 2, 3, 4 a.m. Then I wake up at 2. So it was like a vicious circle. And yeah, I entered the class at the moment where the teacher was sending me the email that I was kicked out of the course and it was done for me. And he said, man, I didn't want, like, I had to follow the procedures. At the end, I succeeded in my class. My friend, it's been like 4 years. He's still with the girl. So congrats to them. I didn't make money, but I was able to sign new contracts. And yeah, my little brother, I didn't pay him. I was like, bro, I'm not getting paid. You're not getting paid. Yes, this is bullying, but I gave him my car. That's it for today. Next time, I'm going to tell you some new stories. We didn't cover how I got there. Okay, not fully. Now now I understood from where we started, how I understood how to adjust the things together. Okay, we understood like I started because I wanted to express my creativity. How did I express it is by learning the music, so how to put like things together. Then I created my first products to sell them. I understood then how to do like build for people. Then I understood how to do staff management, how to deal with exterior view, how to deal with the staff. Then I understood how to take a project from A to Z. Then I had to deal with a project from stress. Then I had to deal with budget. I'm still working on that one even today because projects and when you want to create the first project is hard, but let's say you do the same project over and over, it's easier like to estimate what it should cost. It's mostly experience. But in the next one, I'm gonna tell you how did I go from like regular stuff to like going exotic and like luxurious. Even you can see even the couch I created them. Everything, the sign, everything. We're gonna cover this story. And this is in Dubai, actually. So we're gonna get there soon. Peace out. That's it.